Hey folks, Eric here, the Whatever Guy, because it really is whatever me. And do you folks want to know about big cannabis taking over these hemp-derived, the sale of these hemp-derived THC products? You guys stick around, man. I'll talk to you guys about that. As you guys know, man, my name's Eric. I am the Whatever Guy, and I usually shoot videos a couple days a week, basically keeping you guys updated in the world Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10, hemp cannabis, just what's going on around. And having said that, I have told you guys that this has been coming for a long time. As we have moved forward with these minor cannabinoids in the minor cannabinoid space, that industry has grown to about a $5 billion industry in the United States. And as we move forward with the Farm Bill, I have complained many times about the fact that the people that are directing the direction of the Farm Bill are the big hemp cannabis operators, the big alcohol operators, and the big tobacco operators. And now with the move that they want to move the cannabis to Schedule 3, that would allow big pharma to get in there and basically push everybody else out. But having said that, as I said before, the minor hemp-derived cannabinoid space is about a $5 billion space in the United States. It provides a lot of jobs. And if you guys are just riding down the road, you'll notice there's a lot of vape shops. There's a lot of places out there that are in the minor cannabinoid space. So this Farm Bill coming up affects a lot of people, especially when you consider the amount of people that are actually working in the industry. There's a lot of people that this Farm Bill could basically kill and put in bankruptcy mode right at the moment. Now, what I'm hearing from the Farm Bill is that we may get a punt for another year, and they may be sliding it over and allowing the states to figure out how they want to regulate this. But as I've said before too, as these states start to legalize recreational marijuana, you will follow right behind it. You will find out that these Delta 8 products and these THCA and stuff like that are being killed by these states on the backside. And that's simply because these big cannabis operators do not want you to be able to get any relief from anybody but them. It's a monopoly. It's like the drug dude down the street. He's got the best strain. He wants you to buy from him. He doesn't want you to get it from anybody else. And you can't really blame him. If you spent millions of dollars to get an application, millions of dollars to set up a facility, millions of dollars to bribe these representatives and all these people that you have to cajole, I mean, I would be upset too about the fact is, but I'm sitting on the other side of it, and I'm looking at the minor cannabinoid space, and I'm thinking, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to be in the future. Big cannabis. Obviously, I don't want to be big cannabis. I want to be in the cannabis industry. I want to be in the hemp industry because for those of you who don't know, the hemp and cannabis plant are the same fucking plant. It's the same plant. The federal government has delineated that line between hemp and cannabis. They are the same plant, guys. All those minor cannabinoids are still relevant in the hemp plant, and they're still relevant in a marijuana plant all the way around. And it doesn't make any sense to me. But having said that, as I've said many times before, you guys can run right down to 1408 West 9 Mile Road in Pensacola and pick up THCA flower right off the shelf with no license, no having to fill out any paperwork. Nobody's asking for your name, none of that other shit. You can legally buy that across the counter. But you can also leave my shop and go straight down to the medical dispensary and buy THC flower too. Okay, so as I've said before, and many times before, it's a really convoluted situation. We find out that a lot of the marijuana operators want to take over the hemp-derived space. They don't want us out there selling any type of good that doesn't come out of their shop. So I'm going to flip over to an article here. This article is actually over at for Maryland, but this is actually going on in several other states. There's one like it for Alaska and one like it for several others too. So we're going to take a look at it. And what you're going to find out in this article is you're going to find out that it's the marijuana operators that are pushing to get control of the hemp-derived THC in the state of Maryland. And that's exactly what's going on in Alaska and several other states. And if we're not careful, that's exactly what's going to happen in the United States, because these marijuana operators they want to kill all of us through legislation, and they want to take over the space. It says hemp-derived THC product retailers in Maryland can reopen at least temporarily after a circuit judge issued a preliminary injunction allowing them to resume selling intoxicating THC products. Judge Brett Wilson's decision on Thursday halted enforcement of a section of a new state law allowing only licensed marijuana stores to sell hemp-derived products with intoxicating amounts of THC. Okay, there it goes right there, guys. They basically shut down Maryland's hemp-derived THC business. There was a lot of people that were basically on the edge of bankruptcy. Like I don't know about you guys, but I've got products in a store up here in Pensacola. If they were to kill hemp-derived THC products, tomorrow, I would be in a world of hurt. And a lot of these people in the state of Maryland were exactly in the same boat. And as it stands, we find out that the big cannabis was basically pushing this through legislation. The decision of the lawsuit is pending, but state regulators said they were discouraged by the injunction. The administration was disappointed to learn of the preliminary decision in Washington County Circuit Court allowing for the continued sale of unregulated, untested, and intoxicating hemp-derived products. William Tilburg, director of the Maryland Cannabis Association, said in a statement in a post to the Post. All right, so this guy is the director of the Maryland Cannabis Administration, and he's basically the one that is pushing this through legislation to kill all the businesses out there and bring it all into the cannabis guys. So I would imagine that this guy right here has probably got his money invested in big cannabis. Hemp business owners, however, rejoiced. I was inches away from bankruptcy, plaintiff Nicholas Patrick, the operator of Embrace Wellness Centers, told the Post. State governments have wrestled with the explosive growth of hemp-derived products since the 2018 Farm Bill, which legalized hemp but didn't create a plan for federal oversight or of it or its derivatives. Alaska lawmakers, for example, recently passed a bill that places regulation of hemp-derived products under the state's marijuana regulatory agency. Guys, this is basically what's going on across the state, and it's a weird situation to have those big marijuana operators be complaining about the fact that we're out there selling it, but then they want to grab it all and bring it into their fucking shop and sell it. It just makes no sense to me whatsoever. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen with this fucking farm bill going forward, but I will say that you guys need to be aware that this is what is going on. When the farm bill goes up, the 2023 farm bill is basically supposed to be working on it right now. The current farm bill that we operate under was dead at the end of September. So as we move forward, these cannabis operators and these tobacco operators and these alcohol operators are basically the ones that are pushing the direction of how this farm bill is going to go. And we hope it's going to go our way, but I don't know that there's a lot of people up in the hemp business up there that are saying anything about the direction of this bill. For those of you that aren't aware, it seems like that all the marijuana operators are basically going in the same direction, and everybody in the hemp derived space is basically out there just grabbing all the money they can and hoping that nothing bad happens on the other side. We need to get a voice up in the Senate. Like, we need to get a voice up there arguing for us, or we're going to be in a position where all of us are going to be out of jobs. All of us that are out here in this minor cannabinoid space that realize that we can get the same type of products that we get at a medical dispensary, you can buy at your local shop. You can go right over to glplusco.com, pick up all the stuff that I use in the background right now. You can run right to Greenleaf Plus in Pensacola, Florida, and all the products that I use on a daily basis are being sold in that location down there. And as we move forward, I'm moving over. We're trying to get another location over in Cantonment so that we will have a lot more of the THC flower and stuff like that to sell. But having said that, if we move forward to a position where the 2023 Farm Bill basically kills all the hemp-derived THC products, I'm out of a job. I've lost a lot of money for renovating a building. I've lost a lot of money for product. I've lost a lot of money all the way around. We need to get us a voice up in the Senate right here, and we need to come up with a plan. I'm not sure exactly what that entails, but we need to get it figured out. We need to get on page like Texas is out there and get someone like Lucas Gilkey from Hometown Hero to run us to run some sort of assembly and get some sort of voice for us up for this farm bill, guys, because we're going to be in a position where we're fucked up for real. All right, folks, this is Whatever Guy signing off. Hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow, man. Love it. See ya.